Appreciate the invitation to participate, and great to hear from a number of familiar faces and some new ones. For those that I haven't met, I hope we can meet in the future. And I'll try to build on some of the comments there by Corinda and try not to duplicate too much. But we'll focus really on Aprecia's sort of vision and mission and how we're developing technologies and capabilities to meet the needs both today as well as into the future. So again, I'll give just a quick overview of Aprecia for those who may not be familiar. We'll talk a little bit about the formulation and form flexibility that's capable on the technology, and then we'll get a little bit into the technology platforms themselves, and then happy to take any questions. So let me just start quickly with Aprecia's vision and mission. Our vision is to be the global leader in new technologies that address unmet healthcare needs. Today, that's 3D printing, but there are a number of adjacent technologies that we continue to evaluate and look at that will ultimately help to address these unmet needs. And we really focus on partnership and maximizing the capabilities of the platform, both through products as well as technology partnerships. And many of those are public today. And I think you've seen some demonstrated here today in the work that we did with DFE. So again, Aprecia is the global leader in three-dimensional printing for pharmaceuticals. I think as Corinda mentioned, we've got the first and only FDA-approved product that went through the FDA. This is a product called Spreetam. It was approved in 2015. We've got a number of additional products in development that are being out-licensed, as well as others with partners. And we've got really a vast experience in drug formulation, and we've really taken a pharmaceutical approach to 3D printing and have been advancing the technology since 2003. The facility you see there on the right, this is our headquarters and 3DP Center of Excellence. This facility was built in 2015. It's about 190,000 square feet with room for growth into the future. This is our CGMP operation since 2016. This is where we make Spreetam today, and where we now have 3 commercial machines installed, several R&D machines, as well as several to come here later this year that we'll talk about. I think important to note, the facility is FDA inspected and registered. We really got a great track record with the FDA, as you can imagine, in getting the first product through the agency. We really had a very intimate relationship with them and helped to train a number of their folks on the capabilities of the technology and helping them to really understand how we ensure that product can be delivered safely, effectively, and consistently. This is now also our equipment and product R&D facility, and it is worth mentioning we've got a target on a European Innovation Center to be added in 2023, so more to come there. And again, we do everything from early drug development all the way through clinical manufacturing and scale up to commercial GMP manufacturing. So again, quickly, Aprecia originated in 2003, really on the basis of the MIT patents around binder jetting. And we've really, again, taken a pharmaceutical approach and adding all of the systems and the technologies, as well as the expertise that it takes to develop and manufacture pharmaceutical products to where we are today, where we serve as a specialty CDMO focused on drug development, commercial manufacturing, as well as equipment innovation. So again, I think as we talked a lot about in the event today, right, there's a lot of reasons why you would look at three-dimensional printing and different applications of three-dimensional printing. Aprecia's initial focus and still primary focus is on solving problems with swallowing. And so when we look at the pharmaceutical market, We see, you know, a high percentage of adults who have difficulty swallowing, and certainly there's always going to be a preference from the consumers to have dosage forms that are easier to take. And so with that, Aprecia really set out to develop a technology that could reduce pill burden, allow for high drug loading, and also just provide better solutions for patients. And so that first application that we delivered was what we call Zipdose. This is our rapidly disintegrating platform. Hopefully some of you in the room or online have experienced this firsthand. It's hard to explain if you haven't, but it's a near instantaneous dispersion once it comes into contact with water. And we'd be happy to send you samples if you're interested in seeing the tablets and experiencing the what we call the wow factor. Again, we'll talk about this a little bit more in the coming slides, but when it comes to formulation, we use all common tableting excipients, so there are no novel materials. And so this, again, is one of the main reasons that Aprecia has really focused on binder jetting, is the flexibility in the materials, as well as in the different types of products that can be designed. And so, you know, when it comes to pharmaceutical manufacturing and pharmaceutical development, decisions are made every day around form selection. And we really ask the question, why settle? We believe that the Zipdose technology can provide all of the benefits of conventional manufacturing, whether that's tablets or capsules, can incorporate capabilities around taste masking or controlled release, while also offering things that are easy to swallow. So it's offering the advantage of an easy to swallow in a solid dosage form that can be accurately dosed, and it doesn't require any type of refrigeration or additional preparation steps in most cases. And I apologize, there appears to be a little bit of an issue on the slide there, but this is just to give you an example of why we say that. So today, if we give Spritam as the example, the main application or main administration is directly in the mouth with a small sip of liquid, so 5 or 10 mLs of water. And again, that tablet, everything from 250 milligrams all the way up to 1,000 milligrams, will disintegrate in a matter of seconds. But really, the dosage form, the Zipdose platform, provides a wide range of dosing flexibility. You know, what you see on the left there is the ability to incorporate functional scoring. So we've got some additional products that are coming through the FDA today that have functional scoring that allows for dose titrations and other weight-based type needs. But additionally, you've got the opportunity to dose in a cup like a tablet for oral suspension. So again, in a matter of seconds, the tablet can be dropped in a small amount of water and be ready to dose. But again, as I think we've all talked about, there's a huge need in pediatrics and in providing better dosage forms, but also providing a platform that allows for accurate dosing and easy preparation for caregivers once these patients have moved on from a hospital setting. And so this is just an example. This is a 500 milligram active tablet dropped down into a syringe. And again, you'll see with about 5 mLs of water, in a matter of seconds, that tablet is now ready to administer. So accurate dosing and you know, really very little preparation required. And so again, Aprecia, in our sort of initial look at the market, saw a huge unmet need when it came to high dose oral dispersibles. And you can see sort of how that market stacks up in the US today, with the large majority of, again, conventional technologies being 30 milligrams or below. And then you've got some soft compression products that go up to about 250 or 275. And again, Aprecia's Zipdose technology really has the unique advantage of being able to deliver high drug load without slowing down the disintegration rate. So there is no correlation with the amount of drug or the amount of mass being delivered and the time it takes to disperse. So you'll see, again, 250 milligrams and above, really the ability to do very unique things in drug development and really opening an entire new design space. And so that sort of builds onto this slide. And again, Aprecia today, if you ask most folks in the industry, Aprecia is known for high-dose rapid dispersion. But I think as you've heard here today, 3D printing can provide so many benefits beyond, things like high-dose rapid dispersion. So again, the technology that Aprecia has today, again, binder jetting, can do everything from rapid dispersibles all the way to swallow intact and everything in between. We can do modified release, we can do fixed dose combinations, we can incorporate a wide range of different taste masking technologies, whether that's direct or requires some type of upstream processing. And again, we've got the unique advantage of having both liquid and powder in the process. So there are different ways and different mechanisms that can be deployed. The ability to do microdosing, again, I think this is a great example we've heard a little bit about today when it comes to pediatrics. There's a wide range of products that fall into this category where dosing is needed to be very precise. And those doses are often very low in the tablet itself. And so as you're trying to compound these medications today, they can be quite difficult in ensuring that you're providing a very accurate dose and ultimately delivering something that's safe for a child or other patients. Again, the ability to incorporate solubility enhancement technologies as well as anti-counterfeit. So Aprecia's got IP around the ability to incorporate different internal structures, internal graphics that are only visible once broken to again help in reducing the amount of counterfeit medications that are in the market. And again, I think what we've heard a lot about today and maybe where Aprecia differs today, Aprecia's focus on centralized manufacturing today, but really the technology is fully capable, and we'll talk about some of the newer technologies that are unlocking new benefits, but we really have the ability to go down towards distributed manufacturing and ultimately personalized manufacturing. And again, Aprecia fully envisions the day of personalized manufacturing, and we would really envision this as a what we call mass customization. Where a lot of the things that I heard the speakers say this morning need to remain the same. So quality, safety, speed, and cost, all of those things have to remain, whether you're making it in a centralized pharmaceutical manufacturing facility or you're making it maybe in a distributed compounding pharmacy or something localized within a hospital. And again, Aprecia, we really listen to the voice of our customers and our partners on how they want to use the technology. It's so versatile, so many capabilities that it can be deployed for, but our customers really come to us with how they want to use the technology. In some cases, that takes innovation, but ultimately it's an execution. So just to touch briefly, and I think we've probably talked a lot about this, about different compatibility with different products and certainly different stresses when it comes to FDM and others around heat and other things. We get this question a lot: is my molecule compatible? The quick answer is yes. We've got multiple platforms today, and really we've with a great amount of certainty we can say that we can develop a wide range of products. It's just a matter of how we deploy the technology in order to incorporate and ensure that we're not going to affect the API. This is just to give you a quick example of some of the different APIs that we've worked with, and again, how those kind of look from a formulation perspective. Today, Spreetam is about 2/3 API. So in most cases, we're looking at very high drug load percentages in the overall dosage form, which again allow us to achieve very high drug loads. And certainly we can go well beyond 2/3 drug load, but in some cases, like you see there at the bottom, when you're dealing with things that are intensely bitter and require quite a bit of taste masking, you need that larger design space to ultimately be able to deliver something that's going to be effective if you're going to be administering or exposing it in the mouth. I think as we mentioned earlier, what really sets Aprecia apart as well is, we really are very flexible when it comes to types of excipients that can be used. You'll see there on the left the excipients that are in Spreetam today, but really, and again, I think as you saw in the work with DFE, there's a wide range of excipients that can be used, and for certain patient populations, there's a lot of flexibility in materials that are selected, and really there are no novel excipients required. These are all standard grade materials that are well understood, that are safe, and things that formulators would be very familiar with from tableting or encapsulation type technologies. Just touching on this briefly, as many might be aware, we have a joint effort with GLAT, and really have shown the capabilities to incorporate engineered particles, again, whether that's for taste masking or extended or modified release. And again, I think the unique benefit here, as Corinda mentioned, there is zero compression forces. So a lot of the difficulties that come into play in the use of multi-particulates and compressed tablets, those have all been removed in this process, and we're essentially stitching together the powder and engineered particles into a dosage form that will disintegrate instantaneously. Again, you can just see high level here a number of the technologies that we've utilized for functional particles, fluid bed, hot melt extrusion, spray congealing, ion exchange resin, and others. So again, the technology is very flexible when it comes to input materials. So let's talk a little bit just about the technology platform. So really, Aprecia's continued to evolve and innovate the technology platforms. The machine you see there on the left, which I think Corinda spoke about briefly, this is what we call machine 1. This is our largest scale machine. This does somewhere between 10 to 50,000 tablets an hour, is designed to run continuously. And really, this is one of the biggest innovations that Aprecia was able to achieve, in proving that this is a scalable technology and is something that can be done reliably. So again, we've got 4 scales of equipment when it comes to open bed, and then we've continued to innovate that platform forward for new capabilities or new advantages. And so the newest technology that we've unveiled, and you see there, we were awarded the CPHI award for manufacturing innovation as a technology we call in-blister manufacturing, or in-blister printing. This is essentially moving the printing process directly into the final package. So there are a number of unique advantages that this provides, especially as this gets closer and closer to the patient. And we think about personalized medicine, we think about the ability to print individual prescriptions, print titration plans, print weight-based dosing. This platform is fully capable of that today. And then the last one there on the right is a technology we call ZipCup. This is essentially an oral dispersible capsule that leverages the scaled technologies of open bed printing to create 2-part components that then can be dry ambient filled in a compounding pharmacy or in a clinical facility to dose to patients. I'll skip over this slide. I think Corinda spoke about, again, the range of technology scales we have on open bed printing. And I thought it would be worth just those who haven't seen, this is our M1 machine. This is our largest scale machine. You'll see again, very similar concepts to what Corinda was talking about with a powder flow, a roller, and there you see the printer running as the tablets are running, or the powder bed is running continuously underneath. And then you'll get a good shot here at the back end of the room just to see. You've got the 3D printer in the back. You've got a convection drying oven where the tablets are cured, and then you've got some of the post-processing steps that removes all of the loose powder and then recirculates that powder back into the process. So I heard an interesting comment from Corinda, which maybe would be interesting for the audience as well, is this idea of the appearance in being quite rough. So Aprecia, as we have evolved the technology into the next generation, and we talked a little bit about the blister printing, you're essentially combining the benefits of molding with layering. And so part of that benefit is you get a very polished tablet appearance. So very porous internal structure, but at the same point, you get a tablet that looks very much like a compressed tablet from the outside. It's very polished, very smooth, but still disintegrates very rapidly. And this technology really simplifies a number of the steps in the open bed system and allows us to do things that are extremely material sparing, where we can print individual tablets, individual blister cards, or prescriptions all the way up to large scale production. So things for fixed dose combinations, incorporating again multi-particulates. But the real unique advantage that this technology provides us over the technology that we have today is the ability to handle potent compounds. So it's a fully contained system that allows us to really handle any molecule that might need to be developed. And again, when it comes to 3D printing and the technology, individualized or personalized dosing really just becomes a programming piece. Again, the technology is fully capable. And again, this is just to show you a little bit about the ZipCup technology. Again, a rapid dispersible shell with the ability to deliver really a wide range of different types of payloads, while still having a wide range of design freedom, all the way up to 1,000 milligrams of payload. And so lastly, I thought it would be worth mentioning, there's a number of great resources and great events occurring at the moment where folks can learn more. And I think a number of the speakers that you've heard from today have been a part of this event. And this is really building on the 3DP event that the USP and APV put on last year. But we continue this series, what we're calling the 3DP Pharma Tech Forum, where we're exploring technologies, we're exploring different applications of 3D printing. And we've got a number of sessions coming up, I think, which will be of interest to this audience, which is really focused on the regulatory landscape, as well as some of the great work being done across the world in academic institutions, and helping to really design some of the new capabilities and the new technologies. So with that, I thank the audience for your time, and certainly open to questions, and thank you for having us.